So you want to be a model as well as an athlete, eh? This is Eating with Russell by my side. Today is Wednesday, 28 May 2025, and I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, Sheepwreckers of Seattle, and I got my rice checks with 2% milk and some sweet and low. And this is, I'm going to talk about some athletes. They have their sporting careers, and they also kind of extend their interest into business outside of the sport they're in as well. And so he was a Seattle Seahawk, and he partnered with, collaborated with, sponsored by, something like that, Alaska Airlines. And this is one, so I grew up in an aerospace household. My dad ended up working for the Boeing company, aircraft manufacturer, for over 40 years. So it was dinner tables growing up, conversation growing up. I worked in material science research as an undergraduate student as well as a graduate student. I didn't graduate with a graduate degree, at least not yet. I'm not currently in a program. But one of the things Boeing did, it was like, so I guess what I'm trying to say is I like this pairing, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But this one works because Boeing partnered with somebody to work on, to take essentially a bunch of it. It has a bunch of materials research so that all the parts of a airplane functions, like the rotor blades of an engine don't melt as the plane is in flight because it gets so hot. And so basic safety, materials science, materials physics. And so it was taking some of that, and on the field, you know, there's a bunch of collisions and stuff like that in American football. And so taking its materials physics stuff, partnered to work on designing helmets that can withstand physical impact and keep the brains of football players safe. And so I liked this pairing of Russell with Alaska Airlines because it was giving back to the aerospace industry, which had invested time, resources, science into the actual physical protection and safety of football players. And it can be easy for people to pass judgment on companies like Boeing about safety, especially when they've done nothing themselves and understand zero anything about safety. I worked as a lifeguard. So did my grandpa, who was a fighter pilot in the United States American Navy. Served during the Vietnam War. Have research experience in materials science. So, like, I get it. At least on some level. At least enough to know. Sometimes it's just the companies that care. Right? Corporations. And so I thought that was a good one. I was like, a good pairing in the sense of somebody was paying attention. Yes, I'm calling Russell Wilson intelligent. And that intelligence, on a way of saying kind of thank you and giving back, I thought he embodied well through this pairing with Alaska Airlines. So not everybody was capable of grasping that at the time. Nor now, for that matter. But I did at the time, and now. It resonates with my life story. People who care about the safety and well-being of athletes, including athletes themselves. This athlete himself. And this is a screen grab of a YouTube video covering when Alaska Airlines a photo shoot for one of their magazines. Sit in the seat back. You know, when you get on an airplane and flying Alaska Airlines, they have a magazine called Beyond. This is in article notes because I'm not covering that, but like It's like the pre-article notes, you know. All right. Thank you for joining Russell and Tanis, Tanis and Russell.